This is Hino's Sport bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next, man. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts its pipes. Now let's talk about it, man. Vasiliy Lomachenko and the Teofimo Lopez fight, it fucked up Tank versus Loma. And see, this is the fuck shit that we have to understand and we got to get behind. This has screwed up the super fight. There were 3 super fights in boxing. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. That's why Tyson Fury cannot run his rabbit ass away from the trilogy. He is contractually and legally binded to fight that trilogy, or Deontay Wilder can file a legal injunction on his ass. Then we have Spence versus Crawford. That's why Bob Arum is making sure the Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence is sheltered, he's covered, he's protected, because he needs to make sure that this Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence does not get beat up. You see, what you guys are starting to realize with these top ranked fighters, they are smoking fucking mirrors. And then we had Tank versus fucking Loma. Now that super fight got fucked up because the super duper hype job variation. Anytime a super duper hype job variation gets a win on the likes of Vasiliy Lomachenko, it fucks shit up for Tank. Because Tank was supposed to be the one to literally tank Loma. Now you guys see when Hino's Sports say, and the prediction king strikes again, and the prediction king strikes again. He sees that Gervonta Tank Davis is that dude that's going to literally take Loma. You can see that now. But the bottom line is, when we look at this fight and we look at how Vasiliy Lomachenko won, it was a close win, but he won nevertheless, and he got robbed by a guy named Super Duper Hype Job Variation. Let me say it again. A guy named Super Duper Hype Job Variation. Once a super, it tells you everything that you fucking need to know. Because again, once a super duper hype job, always a super duper hype job. Teofimo Lopez got exposed in this fight. His schnauzer was getting picked the fuck apart. And you guys want to know what I'm talking about? Look at the second half of the fight. Look at the end of the fight. And see, they're trying to say that Lomachenko was headbutt. No, he wasn't. Teofimo Lopez was lounging his big ass schnauzer and head into Lomachenko. He was trying to headbutt Vasiliy Lomachenko. See, this is the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, He was getting out feinted too much. He was getting out angled too much. And he was trying to hold Vasiliy Lomachenko. And in that, doing that, when Vasiliy Lomachenko tried to break away from them, this is where the supposed grazing of the head happened. It wasn't a headbutt. It was, let me free my ass away so that I can keep in and out in your ass. I could keep out angling your ass. I could keep out fading your ass. This fight can be likened to Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev. But the problem was the Teofimo Lopez of the world. And now you guys are seeing the super duper hype job variation. His power is overrated. Because he stung Vasiliy Lomachenko in the 12th round. He didn't fucking drop him. See, this is why the Meek Mill terminology of there's levels to this stuff. There's fucking gears applies. Because as you go up to the levels, you realize in the levels are what they are. Levels. And we realize high tech was showcasing levels. But see, Lomachenko don't get credit for this, man. But he was switching up. He was giving Teofimo Lopez different looks. Real boxing aficionados, real G's, super real G's, and ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets, they know what the fuck I'm talking about. If they was paying attention and listening. See, this fight right here is revealing those that are supposed boxing aficionados, that are i.e. frauds, from those that are actually boxing aficionados. Because if you're a true boxing aficionado, you saw it the way Hino's Sports saw it, or you saw it as a draw. If you don't see it as a 7-5 round in favor of Lomachenko or a draw, you don't know shit about boxing. That's the way it looks. Andre Ward said it was a draw. Astute boxing mind. The unofficial scoring card at the end of the fight said it was a draw. Astute boxing mind. Hino's Sports saw it 7 rounds to 5 in Loma's favor because Loma landed more accurate shots. See, this is testing people's boxing brains, boxing knowledge, and boxing pedigree. And they're not meeting it. The weak is being separated from the obsolete, like Biggie said, dog. And what people got to understand is foot is being applied on the fucking proverbial neck. Unlimited pressure is being applied. Because Hino's Sport don't got time to play these games. And Hino's Sport is in visceral mode. So the bottom line is this. Vasiliy Lomachenko got robbed. The Tank and the Loma Superfight got fucked up because now he has a super duper hype job variation loss on his collar. That's the equivalent of Michael Jordan losing to fucking Jerry Stackhouse. That's the equivalent of Floyd Mayweather losing to Teofimo Lopez. This is exactly what the fuck happened here. And it's sad. That's the equivalent of Earl the True Spence losing the guy that he regressed into the Uber, the Lyft, and the whole up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver, fighter, and Mikey Garcia. Could you imagine that? That's what this loss to Vasiliy Lomachenko is like. Because the lion didn't supper with the dog. The lion fucking ate the dog. And the lion got robbed. So what they did is they put a fucking prison guard on the lion's mouth. I see what you did, Bob Arum. Something must have happened between you and Vasiliy Lomachenko, and you was feeling some type of way, so you silenced him and you trying to humble him. Bob Arum has this MO. This is what the fuck he does. This is why boxing can't be trusted as the three-pronged monster that it is. Economics, politics, and pugilism. The fix is in, man. This was a pure robbery, and Vasiliy Lomachenko got robbed. Because when you don't do enough to definitively beat the champion, the cardinal rule in boxing is the champion retains the fucking belt. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat true-teller fashion. The bottom line is this: even when Vasiliy Lomachenko, even if he were to get his get back, Tank and Loma's super fight is ruined because now Vasiliy Lomachenko has to deal with a super-duper hype job variation loss on his collar. Like I said, it's a repulsive thing. It's a cockamamie stuff. It's a nonsense beyond a nonsense. And this spells the reason why boxing is in the fucking gutter that it is. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.